In 1995, somewhere in Arizona, the police came across a strange object completely destroyed after crashing into a rock wall. The impact was so strong that it was impossible to understand what the object was. But the investigators managed to reconstruct a real chain of events. Not far from that place lived a retired US Air Force sergeant who was passionate about cars. And one day he decided to beat his own speed record. Somehow through connections he got his hands on an old Chateau rocket engine which is used on military planes. He attached it to his car and drove out to the salt flats where speed records are often set. He found a long straight stretch, jumped into his car and began to accelerate. Here is what they managed to figure out. He was driving a 1967 Chevrolet Impala. He activated the rocket engine about 6 kilometers away from the crash site. They figured that out from the burn marks on the ground. The man quickly accelerated to 400 kilometers per hour, experiencing G-forces like in F-16 fighter jets. But the car couldn't handle it. When the driver tried to brake, the car wouldn't listen. Even though it had special brakes and tires, they weren't made for that kind of stress. The car lost control and at high speed hit some hill, flew up into the air. Most likely the driver wasn't really alive at that point, but the car kept flying for another 500 meters and smashed into a cliff, leaving a 1-meter crater. Most of the driver couldn't be identified, but from the crater they pulled out small fragments of bones, teeth and hair, as well as a piece of the steering wheel with remnants of fingernails still attached to it.